apostrophes, colons, semicolons, brackets, hyphens, dashes, and speech marks. Uses of commas are to separate the items in a list, to signal the end of a speech, and to separate clauses and phrases. And a pair of commas is used to add extra information without interrupting the flow of the sentence. Apostrophe is usually used to show contractions, possessions, and unusual pronouns. And then there is a colon. It is used for explanation, to give examples, to show cause and effect, to separate chapters and verses in religious books, in dialogue, and for salutation in official letters, to separate book and its chapters. Semicolon is used to join very closely related sentences. Then there are brackets or parentheses. These are used to add extra information and produce only a mild distraction. After that, there is hyphen to combine the words and numbers and is used in prefixes and suffixes. And there is pair of dashes to strongly interrupt and to add extra information. And dashes and m dashes. And dashes are usually used to show a range of dates, times, values, and to show a relationship or a connection. And m dashes are usually used on the both sides of a material that deserves emphasis. And speech marks to report a direct speech. And then there are single quotation marks which are usually used to report a direct speech or a quotation within a quotation or a speech. That's all.
Very good. Zaya, you know better than me, and now you everything is on your hands. You have a hands-on knowledge, mashallah. I'm so impressed. कि in one flow कि मुझे भी कोई पूछे तो I might get confused. So you are so good and you have like studied, I think, and yeah ये चीज exercises करते वक्त आपने सब चीजें याद की हैं. But it is really difficult to remember all those principles and like mentioning or discussing everything in detail in one go. Very good. That so we will keep on discussing things. We will keep on refreshing each other's knowledge and regular basis. Why? Because there are some maybe gap left when we had done our communication skills course. Because वो तब आप लोग बिल्कुल नए नए होते हैं और बहुत सारी चीजें हम लोग आप लोगों को like numbers or marks भी extra दे देते हैं because we are very lenient. But as the things proceeds, so जब आप आगे जाते जाएंगे आपके लिए चीजें उतनी complicated भी होती जाती हैं and people start like expecting perfect things from you people. तो वो आपको there you might not get a chance of mistakes there. जब जैसे से आप professional life की तरफ you are heading towards professional life, things are becoming more and more complex, competitive and complex, difficult. So and obviously you're the advanced level of every skill. So well done there. Now we have done with punctuation. Do you know how many parts of the speech we have in English language?
Ma'am, I think eight.
8. What are those 8 parts of the speech? Can anyone else tell me? Jawad Muhammad Jawad
यस
चांद
मैम.
नाम है क्या? आपका नाम क्या चांद नाम है आपका?
और नहीं वो तो वैसे ही वो घर वाले प्यार से कहते हैं.
घर वाले प्यार से हम भी आपको चांद ही कहते थे जी. चांद
मैम हम पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच आर नाउन्स, प्रोनाउंस, एडवर्ब्स, एडजेक्टिव्स, verbs. These are
5 हुए ना. Verb, adverbs, देखिए noun, pronoun, adjectives,
yes.
verb
Or
or preposition,
preposition,
Conjunction.
conjunction,
interjections.
Interjection.
interjection. So we have 8 parts of speech, but in most of the grammarians says, or especially in USA, they say we have 9 parts of speech, and the ninth one is our part of the speech is article. So articles are actually important, and I must say that they are widely neglected. जैसे बहुत सारी चीजें in our routine we do not pay attention. Why I have focused on punctuation? Because punctuations are very very important in your writing skills or making your skill more clear and meaningful and comprehensible. where the punctuations are required. But there are the punctuations situation context, हमारा जहाँ दिल चाहता है writer and ordinary writer वो उसका जो दिल चाहता है वो करता है. But at some levels we do not focus on those things. We just see कि आपका thing is communicated, that's it. But in some cases, specific cases, or जब higher level, complex or advanced level पे, we evaluate each and these things very minutely, or especially when you are in some exam, big exam. Similarly, articles का जैसे आपने अपनी title statement की example ले ले, when you are going to design it, you should know what are you talking about. अगर आप बहुत ज़्यादा आर्टिकल्स खोलें या रिसर्च वर्क देखें तो you will find hardly any research work starting with the article A or N, because research work means some specific or some very particular thing we discussed in that thing, in your report, in your research reports, or every kind of information you are going to provide. These things are going to be discussed in some particular sense. So for that they said that for that reason we make it more specific, so we use the definite article. And if we talk about some general thing, so we use or an, which sounds very informal because it is used with some informal context and the common and the some so कहते हैं ना नॉन स्पेसिफिक और रैंडम बात करने के चीज के साथ यूज होते हैं. So in English language we have three articles, or you can say two articles, the or a. Is a an is a class of an of a, because both are functioning at the same in the same capacities, but just with the exception of different context they are using. Excuse me. Do you have any idea where we use a or where we use an?
And is used for the
मैम
vowels.
जो
जी, an is used with the अभी एक बच्ची
Vowels के साथ use होता है.
vowel sounds के साथ use होते हैं. An is used with the vowel sounds. Vowel sounds कौन से हैं?
A, E, I, and O, and U.
A, E, I, O,
O,
and
and
U.
U.
So, do you think that all these जो letters आपने बताए हैं, they all have vowel sounds all the time?
मैम आई थिंक ये आ साउंड के लिए यूज होता है एंड
आ sound के साथ use होता है.
लाइक मैम हॉनेस्टी आ गया तो उसके साथ या इस तरह का कुछ.
Because देखें अब यहाँ this is what I was asking कि all the letters of vowel they do not always have vowel sound also. अब honesty की बात करें, if we analyze this example, honesty, you have vowel sound with you, honesty, but whereas the sound of the H is her, so it means the ha is silent here, and honesty may the stress is on aw sound, which is a vowel sound. So there are some exceptions. There are rules in exceptional situations when your word is not even starting with the vowel word letter, but even though we have these five letters with us, which are you can say which have vowel sound most of the time, or they do have like a means apple apple starts with a means a sound. ice cream I से शुरू होता है. elephant e से शुरू होता है. ostrich u से sound कौन सा शुरू होता है? u से कौन सा है? a
अम्ब्रेला
जी umbrella. So these are U का sound जो होता है ना it's different from the U. Here जो sound होता है it's consonant sound. So there is a difference of sounds in some exceptional situations. For instance, when we have Europe, Europe means it starts with the consonant letter. but it starts with the vowel letter, but it has a consonant sound. Similarly, और कोई एग्जांपल आपके ज़हन में है? There are two cases. Europe starts with the vowel letter, but it has a sound of consonant. Jesse, we talked about honesty. We have a consonant letter, but we have vowel sound. In those situations where we can see that there are exceptions, there are some cases where there are exceptional rules applies, कि जहाँ पर vowel letter नहीं है, हमें confuse होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. We have to utter that word, and then we can realize that this letter is not carrying the vowel sound, so that is why we have to add a here. But the letter, when we utter the word, and we can realize that this letter has a vowel sound, and even it does not start with the vowel letter, but then in that situation we have to use an. ठीक है, आपको बात समझ आ गई है ना मेरी? नहीं आई?
मैम आ गई.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
So a और an का difference of usage यही है, but the function, let's discuss the functions of a or an, which we can say are called indefinite articles. In the first function of a or an is, in its original, sorry, I don't have slides today, so I'm teaching you from some book. A or an is called indefinite article because it usually leaves indefinite the person or thing spoken of. For instance, a doctor, there might be any doctor, or a pen, this might be any pen. अब हम यहाँ पर अगर इसको specify करेंगे आगे जाकर, so if we want to specify or it's a particular thing, so then we can use a pen, Ali's pen, the pen which Ali bought. So यहाँ पर this pen will become some particular pen or special pen who was bought by Ali or owned by Ali. So here, if we talk about some common or some like non-specific situation, a pen, a book, a house, or they might be any, किसी भी बात करें, but जब हम इसको specify कर देंगे, that will become special thing. So in this one situation is this, okay, when we talk about some uh, like um, indefinite thing or person की बात कर रहे हैं, number thing, the is it's a difficult part. Next, we have discussed the situation where we can use a or an with the consonant on vowel sounds. First was that when we talk about some common or indefinite thing. The second was when we use a or an with some vowel or consonant sounds, and the third is okay, इसका यही usage है. And the other second part is the use of definite articles, which we called is the or the. So in that situation, when we talk about a particular person or thing, or one already referred to, when it is cleared from context which one we mean. So अब यहाँ पर the is used in some specific context. The book you want is out of print. Let's go to the park. The girl
Excuse me, ma'am.
cried.
Ma'am.
So, जी,
I'm sorry to interrupt you, लेकिन ये ना प्राइवेसी लगा दें, कोई बार बार रिमूव कर रहा है.
I've done it. मैंने अभी किया है लगता है मुझे.
नहीं मैम, वो रिमूव अटेंडी की ऑप्शन आ रही है अभी भी.
अभी इस वाले जो है ना सेमेस्टर में बहुत कम, सेकंड सेमेस्टर मुझे लगता है कि सब लोग मैच्योर हो गए हैं. बहुत कम जरूरत पड़ी थी ऐसे लाइक करने की, ऑप्शन लगाने की. So this is the first time. Okay जी. So the use of the article or definite article in that situation when we talk about some particular person or thing, or when there is a singular noun and or which is representing the whole class, a or an is used for this, also used for the singular thing, but in that context the is used जब स्पेसिफिक करने के लिए कॉमन चीज को स्पेसिफिक करने के लिए कैसे स्पेसिफिक हो जाएगी द काउ is a useful animal. So in that situation, that the cow is using to representing the class of that animal, which is quite useful. The cow is a useful animal. Both articles are used in that situation. The cow means that the cow is representing the class of that animal. The cat loves comfort. So the cat की ये जो attribute है, the trait है, is like complementing the whole class of the cats. The rose is the sweetest of all flowers. Is the sweetest. यहाँ पे दो situations में article, definite article is used for first situation at the rose. अगर आप इसको analyze करें sentence को, the rose, so it means the rose, one's rose is representing the whole class of the flower. The is the sweetest. The दूसरा function हम आगे भी discuss करेंगे. It is the sweetest. The sweetest means कौन सी डिग्री है ये adjective की? Superlative डिग्री में because बहुत ज़्यादा grammarians की research says the articles are not only determiners, they are also adjectives because they modify, they complement adjectives. For instance, पहली adjective का usage तो यहीं पर ही हो जाता है because we can see whether the noun is plural or singular, whether the noun is specific or non-specific. So uski ye do qualities can be judged from the usage of article. And now you can see that it is also used to modify, it is also used to complement the adjective. और extreme जैसे किसी को कहते हैं ना, बहुत ही जब किसी की तारीफ, he is the best of all, he is this the. So when we are like using such expressions, so we sometimes we can assume कि ये थोड़ी सी exaggerated है, but superlative adjectives के साथ we use articles, definite article the. Exactly. So now you have an idea between the usage of articles. Okay. The third usage is we use the word, the article the with the pronouns. For instance, oceans and seas like the Pacific Ocean, the Black Sea, rivers like the river Nile, the Nile, or you can say the river Ravi, और इसके अलावा canals or deserts, group of islands, mountains, the Himalayas, or the Alps, or the group of islands with the West Indies, और कौन सी और किसके साथ होता है proper nouns के साथ? और proper nouns बताइए. Oceans हो गए, seas हो गए, canals हो गए, deserts हो गए, islands हो गए. नहीं कुछ ज़हन में आ रहा.
मैम मॉन्यूमेंट्स के साथ.
Monuments के साथ like
the Badshahi Mosque, the Minar Pakistan.
so that is proper noun और ठीक है. The monument है, watching was historical place. Acha ji, this is the third usage is before proper nouns, and the fourth usage is the names of some books. For instance, mashallah, the Holy Quran, the Bible, or some other book. But we say, अच्छा जी, books के नाम के साथ हो गए, special books किस नाम के साथ? Um, before names of the things unique of their kind as the sun, the sky, the ocean, the earth, the sea, the ocean, etc. Acha ji, sometimes the is placed before a common noun also to give it a meaning of an abstract noun. At last, the warrior. So sometimes we use the with the in some situations exceptions कि हम वहाँ पर common noun के साथ भी use करते हैं the situation जरा देखते हैं एक second. इसकी एग्जांपल अभी आगे देखते हैं, फिर इसको डिस्कस भी करते हैं. But now we have discussed books, proper nouns, and singular noun when it is representing the whole class or some particular situation or specific situation. Then the next is when we use it with the superlatives, which we have already discussed. और कौन से 6-7 यूजेज हो गए हमारे द के. ओके, यही काफी है मुझे लगता है. इसकी ज्यादा डिटेल्स में जितना जाएंगे फिर कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे. तो वी हैव 5-6 यूजेज ऑफ डेफिनेट आर्टिकल. सो any question till here? Hmm? Let me ask you. You have to fill in the blank when I will ask you a question. Achha, there is a situation when we do not need an article and we omit article before names of substance and abstract nouns. For instance, uncountable nouns used in general sense. When we talk about some uncountable nouns, in general sense, we do not use an article. Sugar is bad for health. uh, Virtue is its own reward. Honesty is the best policy. और कौन से थे और क्या हो सकता है? Old is gold. So here are some exceptions where we do not start a sentence with an article. But uncountable noun, there are some situation nouns that take the article the when used in particular sense. For instance, uh, if you will eat this sugar, you will have this problem. So now this thing is used in some particular sense. So then we can use it like this. The wisdom of Ali is great. So here wisdom is used in the particular sense. That is why we are using article, definite article with that, because we are talking about the wisdom of Ali. The information you have provided me is not sufficient. ठीक है? Otherwise, like for instance, we will ask you for water. Can I have water? So can I have some water? So we cannot use any article. Instead of article, we can ask some water, little bit of water, something like that. But if we are talking about, we want to specify it, we can say, or we can like use, can I have a glass of water? कि मुझे एक glass पानी का मिल सकता है? So then we can use article here in general sense. Can you give me the glass I have kept there? So then it means it in particular sense, I'm talking about the specific glass which I have kept here. I have bought it, or I have taken from somewhere and kept it here. So this is the usage of the without article, with an article in common sense, and in a in non-particular sense, or in particular or specific sense. So we can have an idea where the article is not required. There are very few situations with when we have this kind of, we encounter this situation, but when we are using them, so these are the situations where we can add them. Take care. Second situation, when we where we could omit the article before plural countables, now countable nouns, use in general sense. Children like chocolates. So the children are like representing the all the young जो बच्चे होते हैं, so they are countable. But we do not add article when we talk about them in the general sense. Computers are used in many offices, so we are not using article here. But अगर हम इनको जो general specific sense में we talk about children, तो क्या use करेंगे हम? We use article here. तो क्या कैसे करेंगे? When we talk about computer or children or anything is of this sort, plural जो countable plurals होते हैं, तो उनके लिए nouns होते हैं, उनके उनको जब हम लोग specific sense में बात करेंगे तो किस तरह कर सकते हैं use?
And where are the lab computers?
There are lab computers available for the students. So here the students are also particular, and the lab computers are not the computers which are available everywhere. Or children, use children in a like common
Where are
context.
the children? Where
Sorry,
are the children?
where are the
You
children?
can. Yes, ma'am.
So here it is used in a particular sense or non-particular sense.
Ma'am, particular sense.
Yes. So here you are referring the children already which you are looking for, not all the children of the world or the Pakistan or Punjab or Lahore. Here you are talking about the children you are aiming to find. So in non-particular sense में हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? Anis Malay?
Children like chocolates.
Children like chocolate. So here we are talking about children in a non-particular sense. जैसे ये example हमें पहले भी कर चुके हैं. So here we do not need any article. So a or an we हम use नहीं करें because they are plural. But when we talk about plurals, a or an क्यों नहीं use हुआ? Because the most important and the fundamental rule of using articles are a or an or the. They are most of the time representing singular noun, but in some exceptions, when one noun is representing the whole class of that thing, that we use the. When you talk about the a lot of countries जो एक क्या कहते हैं, for instance, the um, United Kingdom of UK को क्या कहते हैं? United Kingdom, or there are combination of different countries, the UAE. So they are different countries, but there is one noun representing all the countries. Then we are using the, and when we have unique things, we are using the. So obviously हमें यहाँ से अंदाजा हो गया है कि the is used for some particular or specific or unique things. So the का जो use है, that is more wide or vast as compared to A or N. और आपने ये बात notice करनी है कि when you are reading articles or research work, you will be getting an idea that most of them are using, you started with, these are called determiners, because determiners are the, you can say, the first word of a sentence, which determines the situation, the class, or the of the sentence or the subject. So whether your subject or your area is specific, non-specific, it's singular or plural, it's what जो भी उसकी है, it modifies the subject and the other aspects of your preceding sentence. So अब आप you have to fill in some fill in the blanks, which I'm going to say. Honest men speak dash truth.
The.
Why the? Because the क्यों the पहले आप बताएं. The truth is a abstract thing, but जी, do you remember this abstract वाली बात? We are talking about an abstract thing, but in some particular situation, कि honest man के साथ we have related this, the fact of truthness with the honesty. He is not dash honorable man.
And
Which are G?
and
He is not an honorable man. Here, the vowel sound is used with the consonant letter. Acha ji. Rustam is dash young Muslim. Rustam is dash young Muslim.
the
Is the young Muslim. Do you see dash blue sky?
the blue sky.
Do you see? Because it's unique, especially a blue sky, or it's unique, it's in nature, and we are talking in particular context also. So do you see the blue sky? Aladdin had dash wonderful lamp. बस ये थोड़ा सा confusing है. Aladdin, huh? Aladdin had dash wonderful lamp.
अलादीन हैड आ आएगा मैम.
हाँ, but यहाँ पे अलादीन का जो लैम्प है, that is specific, है ना? Had a wonderful lamp. अच्छा, चलो इसको एनालाइज करते हैं, इसको लिख लेते हैं स्टेटमेंट को. Then why is more properly sound here? Yesterday, dash European called at my office.
मैम रिपीट करिए एक दफा.
Yesterday, a European called at my office. Sanskrit is dash difficult language.
difficult.
Is that difficult because हम एक general बात कर रहे हैं कि यहाँ पर एक general Sanskrit is even proper noun, but हम उसकी general बात करें कि एक मुश्किल language है. So or the world is dash happy place. The world is a happy place. कोई general बात ही हो रही है हमारी. I bought dash horse, dash ox, and dash buffalo. I bought dash horse,
A horse.
G. I bought dash horse, dash ox, and dash buffalo. तीन चीजें हैं. And they have different sounds.
A horse, a buffalo, and a fox.
A horse.
A buffalo and a fox.
I bought a horse, an ox, and a buffalo. Because ox की जो sound है, that is a vowel sound, and horse की जो है, that is a consonant sound, so as buffaloes. So I bought a horse, an ox, and a buffalo. Mumbai is dash very costly place to live in. Mumbai is a अच्छा इसका बताएं. India is one of dash most industrial countries in Asia. ये लगता है ये बुक किसी इंडियन ने लिखी थी. इसमें ना हर एग्जांपल जो है ना इंडिया से रिलेटेड है बहुत ज्यादा. वैसे लिखी तो रैनन मार्टिन ने है. अच्छा इंडिया is one of dash most important, is one of the most important.
The most important. Okay, superlative degree आ गई सर.
It's a usage of superlative adjective वाला usage है ना यहाँ पे. He looks as stupid as dash owl.
And
General sense में बात हो रही है यहाँ पे. He is stupid as to he looks as stupid as dash owl. क्या हो सकता है?
मैम एंड नहीं होगा वो एंड पे जो ओ यूज हो रहा है ओल के साथ.
बिल्कुल. He is stupid as an owl. So यहाँ पर ये जनरल बात हो रही है कि वो जनरल जैसे पागल है वो stupid है owl की तरह, और owl sound is a vowel sound. Therefore we will use an. So John got dash best present.
The best present.
The best present. If you see him, give him dash message.
A message.
A message. If you see him, give him a message. So, और क्या हो सकता है? Which is dash longest river in India?
The longest.
ठीक है. Who is dash girl sitting there?
The.
Who is the girl? Who is the girl? यहाँ पर आप the करेंगे because you are referring to some specific. Who is the girl who is sitting there? French is dash easy language.
An
easy language.
Sorry? French is
an easy language.
Yes, French is an easy language. Acha, dash lion is dash king of beasts.
The lion.
The lion is
The king.
The king of.
Very good. So here, what is the function of article the? Definite article का function क्या है? It is representing the clan of is जी? yes, एक class of beasts को represent कर रहा है lion. He is the king. पहले एक proper चीज की होगी, and then he is the king of beasts. अच्छा अच्छा. So now we have discussed articles in a like very basic things about articles. So we should know, because whenever you are going to design your title statement or your subject matter or your problem statement, there will be an article using before, unless there is some exceptional situation. Otherwise you are going to start your research with the determiner, and which is an article. And then you, because whenever we will be designing a research problem or title statement, we should be very specific. Therefore most of the time whenever you will be finding some issue or researching some aspect, तो आप जब articles खोलते हैं, जो written articles होते हैं, you will see कि they have this articles they have stated article with the beginning of their statement, that shows whether this article or research is representing or focusing some general uh, context or specific context, whether it's about some, because we use article the, because one thing for that, but there are so many purposes behind it. First is that you are talking in some particular or specific context. Number two, one thing is representing the whole class. आपको, जैसे मैंने आपसे पहले भी बताया है, if you want to research about university, so university की आप representation जब लेती हैं या आप किसी एक university को लेते हैं, so that university is representing the whole class. So there are some uncountable nouns and which are used in specific context. Then you are again using the article, definite article. Then when you are talking about some proper nouns, obviously when you talk about the the context in Pakistan, again you are going to use or include definite articles before them. और देन उसके अलावा क्या बात हमने की थी स्पेसिफिक की? Uncountable nouns when used in specific context, तब हम the use करते हैं. वैसे भी specific context में use करते हैं. With proper nouns हम use करते हैं. With superlative adjectives we use them. Or there were some more situations. Anyways, you can revise them. So and whereas a or an are used with the common context, with a common noun, and moreover with the non-specific or non-particular context, or it is used with some difference of sounds. Both are functioning the same thing in the same at the same capacities with the exceptions of sounds. So this is all from the articles, and you have little bit of an idea of usage of article. And now from now onwards, if you are whenever you are designing your lab reports, please try to involve the things we are discussing here in your work. So you can practice this way, you can have practice of those things, and you will see the response of your teachers that your मैंने आपसे आपको शायद पहले भी बताया था कि in this semester, because शुरू में ही online start हो गया, so I could not have face-to-face interaction with my students. There was one student which I have, when I checked his paper was so good, and I could not even remember his face, and I could not even recognize his name, who was that student. But his writing skills were so good that I had to ask about him in the group. At the end of the last days, when I was preparing, the semester was over and I was preparing my results. So, and I asked my students, who is this boy? I even don't know him. His paper was so beautifully designed and he has followed. Halaki he might not be very confident in oral communication or interaction, but uski writing can tell me that he is, और उन्होंने मुझे बताया कि ma'am he is a topper of the class and he is he has like 3.89 GPA throughout his like इसका जो अभी तक classes 2 साल है तो इस तरह he has maintained this GPA. So this is how your skills can tell us. अब क्या हो गया आप लोगों के साथ? आप लोगों को क्योंकि सोशल मीडिया पे हर वक्त आप एक्टिव रहते हैं, so you can communicate orally in any context. गुजारा चला लेते हैं आप मतलब एक गुजारा काबिल आपकी communication हम सबकी हो जाती है. But when it comes to writing, we had so many issues and we do not want to pay attention. When you are going to pay attention, automatically you will be amongst the toppers. You will be different from the rest of the lot. आपको कहने की जरूरत नहीं है, आपको बताने की जरूरत नहीं कि मैम हमने ये सब कुछ किया है. अक्सर जो बच्चे बाद में नंबर नहीं ना आते, वो ऐसे बहुत सारे बहाने लेकर आते हैं. मैम हमने तो ये भी किया था, मैम हमने तो ये भी किया था, हमने तो अपनी कोशिश की थी. तो अगर वो नंबर मिल भी जाते तो that is not a justice to the others who have paid attention. Please do not like किसी का हक नहीं लेने की जरूरत because जिन लोगों ने मेहनत की है उनको उसको ड्यू शेयर मिलना चाहिए. सो आप जब आप अपनी राइटिंग में इन सब चीजों को कॉन्शियसली एम्प्लॉय करेंगे ऑटोमेटिकली योर राइटिंग विल बी मोर डेलिकेट sophisticated upgraded और updated. तो वो it could be seen from the structure and these are the part of the structure of your writing. Your punctuation, you can avoid punctuation in some context जब आपकी एक overall marking हो रही है. But when it comes to your analytic marking, you have to pay for your punctuation usage. आपके letters में, आपकी communication emails में, everywhere you need to know about your punctuation because it can change the message completely. Any question regarding articles? Any question बच्चों?
मैम हमने वो जो एक एग्जांपल किया है yesterday dash यूरोपियन called at my office, तो मैम इधर हमारे पास यूरोपियन जो है वो ऑफिस के साथ जरा पार्टिकुलर नहीं हो जाएगा?
Yes, because the European called at the office because it is particular or you are already referring that European. So you might be talking about not in general context, specific context. There might be some particular European you are talking about. ये हो सकता है अगर इसी को अगर जनरल कॉन्टेक्स्ट में शिफ्ट करें इसी स्टेटमेंट को तो वो कैसे होगी? नहीं? In general context. Here it is used in a specific context. Yesterday, the European was called at the office. So this is a specific person or the European might be some unique person or either the क्यों use होगा? Because we are like referring the European with the different उनको 3-4 तरीके से it demands the definite article because European is referring to the class of European people. ये one European, ठीक है? एक बड़ी community को refer कर रहा है. Secondly, that European might be a specific European who has been called in that situation. Or
yesterday a European came at office.
A European came. मुझे लगता है कि that is also again a particular context. The European came at office कि वहाँ पर जो European आया तो आपने उसको एक specific बात कर दी है. So we will be like discussing this thing. आपका lectures time start होने वाला अगला. Uzair, mark their attendance please. Or you have to write अभी एक मैं असाइनमेंट अपलोड करूंगी आपकी एक आज मुझे याद है तो अभी कर दूंगी जनरल प्रैक्टिस में, उसमें आपने यू विल बी एडिंग ऑल योर वर्क, बल्कि मुझे भी लगता है कि मैं आपकी पंक्चुएशन वाली को अपनी में आपकी कॉल कर देती हूँ। उसमें आपने ये आर्टिकल्स और लाइक फॉर इंस्टेंस अब हम आगे करेंगे पैरेलल स्ट्रक्चर, पैराग्राफिंग, पैराफ्रेजिंग, एवरीथिंग। सो उसमें आपकी जितनी आप एक्सरसाइजेस डिजाइन करें, you keep on adding them. Please do not copy. If you want to copy from the net, please rephrase it or modify it. उससे भी आपकी learning हो जाएगी. Adopt it, then adapt it. ठीक है? आपको एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं, उसको थोड़ा सा रीफ्रेज करें और उस पर फिर आपकी आपकी इससे कम से कम प्रैक्टिस तो हो ना, अदरवाइज वहां से उठाकर आप डाल देंगे, देयर विल बी यूज वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम आपके लिए टाइम, because the aim of these activities are not this is not this कि आपकी आप वहां से मुझे मटेरियल चाहिए, do not want any material because I cannot check it. Aim is that you will be practicing it. अगर आपने वो नहीं करनी तो there is no need to submit it, please. It's a request. ठीक है? So आपने पांच sentences, different functions of these articles, 5 for a, 5 for an, 5 for the, or maybe using both or maybe not using without the article. So you will be like developing this activity or by और अगर आप पैराग्राफ फॉर्म में लिखेंगे तो you can underline it. The usage ना उसको रहने दे, फिर आपको उसमें थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ेगा, आप सेंटेंसेस ही बना दें अंडर द हेडिंग ऑफ यूसेज यूज ऑफ डेफिनेट आर्टिकल और इनडेफिनेट आर्टिकल और विद द साउंड्स, डिफरेंट साउंड्स, कॉन्सोनेंट साउंड्स और वाउल साउंड्स। ठीक है, और जब आप एग्जांपल लिखें तो प्लीज इन द राइट इन द ब्रैकेट कि इसका क्या फंक्शन यहाँ क्या कर रहा है, डेफिनेट और इनडेफिनेट आर्टिकल। Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well done. So, Zair, kindly mark their attendance. Any question till here? आप लोगों ने बुक डाउनलोड की है रेनन मार्टिन की? नहीं की तो प्लीज उसके कोई चैप्टर्स में भी आपके पास ओपन हो जाए तो यू कैन हैव पार्ट्स ऑफ द स्पीच, you can like review the parts of speech because you might have know it about different parts of the speech, तो आपकी नॉलेज रिफ्रेश हो जाए ताकि आपने आगे रिपोर्ट जब लिखनी है तो you could have an idea कि आपने किस तरह उन चीजों को एम्प्लॉय करना है। ठीक है, क्लियर?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
see you on Friday inshallah. Allah Hafiz.